Minecraft, made in Sweden. That's a pretty cold place, right? And that's where we're going to be headed today. We'll be picking up where we left off last time in the mesa biome where things are hot and dry, but we will eventually go exploring for cold biomes today. Although along the way we'll have some other unexpected surprises, so let's go ahead and get started with exploration and tactics. Welcome back to Minecraft Exploration and Tactics with Brian, the series where we watch grass grow and somehow make it interesting. Someone pointed it out that last episode, the experiments I was doing with grass, I was having you guys watch grass grow, but hopefully it was still interesting. And we had another experiment going as well. We wanted to see what happened when we cooked up the it's red sand, when we cooked up the red sand in the furnace. And so we're definitely going to check on that in just a moment. However, people fortunately pointed out we had done the science experiment trying to figure out why the grass wasn't spreading up in this biome. What's it called? Mesa Plateau F, I believe. And people pointed out there's F suffixes and M suffixes, and it does seem like F is forest and M is mountain. Seems consistent with what we've seen before anyway. So kudos to whoever pointed that out or took a stab at guessing that, because I think that's got to be correct. But basically we had this forested area, and I was doing my experiments trying to figure out why the grass was growing and spreading in certain areas and not spreading in other areas, and I couldn't figure it out. But that was due to the fact that I had placed this grass over here, and I didn't watch it long enough, because sure enough, the grass is spreading here. And so with that extra bit of information, now I believe it's simply the case that the grass that is generated in this terrain has some special damage value, but no matter how you pick it up or even silk touch it or whatever, once it gets your inventory, it loses that information. And so any grass that you replace will then grow or have grass spread onto the dirt blocks over here. So I think that's consistent with everything that we know. In any case, let's go back to our other experiment that we had cooking up, literally, which was to see what happens when we cook the orange sand in the furnace. So I'll be right back. And the verdict is normal glass. All right, that's kind of what I was guessing would happen, but still exciting nonetheless. Let's see. I guess I will take back a lot of these different colors of hardened clay. I'll just stick them in the ender chest so they're not taking up all of our inventory space for now. One other thing that we didn't kind of like explicitly talk about experimenting with, I need to use the silk touch to pick this back up. Apparently I've been using the silk touch pick by accident. Oops. Let's go ahead and switch back to just the efficiency pick, so long as we're not picking up any other ender chests. I don't see any friendly animals here, and so I presume that it's like the desert, that basically the cows and chickens and things don't spawn in this area, because I haven't seen any anywhere around here. And at this point I do have other hints. So basically people said that there's still other biomes that I need to find, and they are found in kind of wintry, icy kind of areas. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable without a spawn point. We're going to go ahead and pick that back up. We can pick this back up. And so once again, I got some information from someone taking a look at Amidst to find out about this particular world seed. And I know a particular location where we can find some of the colder, icy biomes. I believe, yeah, we headed southeast to get here from our portal. I think I wrote down the coordinates of where the portal was, but basically we just need to sail back to the northwest in order to find our way back. The icy kind of biomes that are somewhere in this world are somewhere around 4,000, and we're, like way out 8,000, something a bit further away. And so I'm going to go back to my portal. We're going to go back through the nether, I think, back to my spawn point area, and then from there that'll be near 0, just kind of like travel kind of 4,000 blocks diagonally to hopefully find some icy biomes. And so that's what we'll try to do next. Oh, look at this. I'm traveling back to the northwest And there's a mushroom biome here. So this is not a new biome in 1.7, but it is an unusual one to find. This could actually be really good if I want to go downstairs and get some diamonds and possibly also see if we might find a, what do you call? Oh, and one of the CTM blocks that I eventually need is going to be, now we need the silk touch pick again. That's why I had the silk touch pick out. It was because I was silk touching all that dirt and things. I was trying to figure out why I left the silk touch pick on the bar. Let's grab 3 pieces of mycelium. My boat has, apparently I barely touched it. And whenever you barely touch a boat, it either explodes or it sails 1,000 blocks away. Nice job, boat. Let's see. Oh, and there's going to be mushrooms here. Right. Which eventually, when we start doing the friendly mobs, do you see on the mushrooms, like on their backs, it seems like there's something sticking up. It's like the red mushrooms have like some weird, when you're looking at them from the bottom, like some weird graphical glitch that's like sticking up out of them. Do you see that? I imagine it's going to show up on the video. That's really weird. Yeah, you can see it really well right here. Huh. I don't know what's up with that. Or is it related to the little particle effects that come off the mycelium? I have no idea. I haven't noticed that before. I've been playing around with my video settings because, as I mentioned in the previous episode, like the rendering, like when they updated 1.7.4, like I've had even more trouble getting any decent frame rate out of Minecraft, and so I've been fooling with more settings again. This is a pretty big mushroom biome over here. If it would render, I'd be even able to see more of it and share it with you. Actually, let me go ahead and cycle the recording. Oftentimes that helps. All right. And I wonder, so the coordinates of my portal are 7,140. And I wonder how close this is to the portal. I wonder if I built a portal in the overworld here, if it would link up to the portal that I've already built in the nether. And then we'd have like a one-way teleport back, and we might be able to send some mushrooms into the nether. And this is a really big mushroom island. Like, this is really sizable. We could send some mushrooms into the nether, and then possibly I could bring them back to start off the passive mob farm, potentially. All right, it seems like we've reached the end of the island over here. I'm still over 1,000 blocks away, so no, these portals would not link up. So I think I'm just going to note down the coordinates of the mushroom biome over here, and we'll have to come back for mushroom. I might come back off camera and just try to get them through the nether, because I've watched other people trying to cart cows and different things from place to place, and I always find it frustrating to watch. And so I don't want to frustrate you guys in terms of having me watch, having to watch me cart animals all over the place. So I'm going to head back to the portal, try to head back to base. See you there. And I made it back home. Hooray! And something that people didn't point out in the previous episode is that now that we have the silverfish here in the mob museum, we are up to 3 mobs, but I forgot to update the scoreboard, which still says 2, and so let me go ahead and do that. There we go, 3 mobs on the scoreboard. And let me offload some inventory, and then I think we'll set out on another adventure, this time looking for cold climate. I'm also going to put down some mycelium here at the base, somewhere where it can spread. Whee! And I think I've got reasonable traveling inventory. I've got some extra space. So let's go ahead and take the horse, and let's head in the direction of 4,000, 4,000, which will basically be to the southeast, and see what we encounter over there. It's still a challenge when on horseback trying to figure out where you're going to ford a river, but I think I see a relatively narrow spot over here. And so let's try to, hey crazy cave, let's try to cross over here. And if I do this right, can I jump? Oh, good enough. I made it. Hooray, good job, horsey. Ooh, here's a crazy raging fire. We've got some tall grass set on fire by a lava pool. Let's be careful not to do that. Horses do continue to be a good way to travel quickly across the land. I'm already about 1,000 blocks away. I found some more horsey friends. Brown and white spotted horses. Hello, horsies. a whole bunch more horsies over here as well. Hooray. It's hard to get down this mountain on a horse. Let's be very careful and gentle if we can. If I go down here, it's hard to see below me when I'm on horseback. Is there a place to step down here? Can always fall in the water over here, I suppose. Actually, what happens if you do that? If you have a horse just jump into the water? I presume the horse can't take any fall damage in the water. I might dismount, but let's try that. Whee! Yeah, that works. Alright, come back up to the surface, horsey. And let me push you over to this shore. Alright, that's not so bad. I've actually been pleased with how well the horse is navigating some of the forests and taigas that I've come across thus far. Managed to find a way to stay on land the whole way thus far, and so we've already gotten past 2000. Still nothing new in terms of biomes. I eventually hit a large ocean, and so I set down Horsey and tied him down and made a note of the coordinates, and then I've been sailing for over 1,000 blocks, and finally coming upon what appears to be a new continent, and I believe a new biome as well, because all the taigas... Oh, is the sun going down already? All the taigas we've seen before have been kind of warm taigas that didn't have snow and ice, and I have no idea what the boat just hit. But apparently it decided it hit something. And there's a stick over here, so there is still the bug where the boat's server and client disagree about exactly where the boats are, because that is the remnant of my boat, I am quite sure, because otherwise I've never been on this continent, and there's no reason for there to be a stick on the ground. Alright, let's go ahead first thing and set down the bed and sleep away the night. And now we can explore. I guess the first thing I should do is figure out what the name of this biome is. It is apparently, oh wow, Cold Beach. A cold beach is a beach that has snow on it, I imagine. And if I go up here, am I going to be in a cold taiga then? Cold taiga. All right, Cold Beach, cold taiga. We have found one of the cold biomes, and it seems like at a glance, other than the new, too high kind of fern blocks and whatnot, I guess I'll leave F3 on the screen in case we come across, cold taiga hills or any kind of like crazy variations like that. Other than the new kind of like ferns, this seems a whole lot like the old taiga. So it seems almost like they took the old taiga where things snowed and just renamed it Cold Taiga and turned taiga into the warm taiga, I guess. Oh, Cold Taiga Hills on the F3 screen right there, just as I was suspecting. We might have variations like that. And then it looks like there's something with more ice over in the distance over there. Oh, is this just like a tiny little continent? Or there's a little bit of a gravel beach here. Let's see what this is. Just another river. I see. Okay. Cold beach. So we've got another cold beach. And it looks like there's another continent right over here. Yeah, let me try to get over there. I just swam across this ocean because I'm a very good swimmer. And, all right, we're back in a cold beach. And then is this going to be like, oh, frozen river. Frozen river. Interesting. I think possibly they had rivers and frozen biomes in 1.6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't know that it was called Frozen River. Okay, Ice Plains is often a very vast biome, at least it was in previous versions of Minecraft, as I recall. This is one of the biomes that, kind of like deserts, that sometimes would just stretch on kind of for miles and miles. And yeah, I'm not sure what direction I should go at this point, but it seems like we're definitely in kind of like a whole cold stretch. It looks like we've got some hills over here. Oh, Ice Mountains. I'm apparently in Ice Mountains already, even though this is still pretty flat. Still have kind of crazy terrain, snow generation, where snow ends up floating. But let's go higher up into the Ice Mountains and see if we see anything else exciting over here. So I'm in Ice Mountains, and then I see a tree over here. Is this going to be Ice Mountains F? Maybe? Nope, I guess just Ice Mountains apparently is allowed to grow trees. although they seem to be relatively rare. And let me re-render this. All right, what a landscape. Got a little lava pool over here. And what direction should I head? Looks like some more lava over there as well. I need to be careful. And is there like a floating something over there? Let's head over that way because that looks pretty interesting. This is interesting. Look at this. Is this all frozen river, but some parts of it aren't frozen? Ouch. This is ice mountains. And this is river. There's like a non-frozen river here. And a frozen river. Weird. That's weird. It looks pretty cool, actually, but seems like an unusual formation. Doesn't seem kind of as geologically correct, I guess you could say. All right, but there's something crazy looking over here. Oh, I was like, I'm having trouble sprinting. There's a reason for that, Brian. It's because you need to eat. You are a hungry, hungry man. All right, that's... Any particular... This might just be ice mountains again, and just kind of like crazy terrain generation. Yes, it is just ice mountains. And, oh, hello. All right, having some frame rate issues, but I think it's just because we're generating so much new terrain. Hopefully, that's all that it is. And I guess there was, I was just about to say my compliments to Mojang because I didn't see any lighting glitches, but there must have been a lighting glitch here, I think, if the skeleton spawned. Because, oh, there was a place of just light level 7 right under the center of this. And so it's possible that he was an actual legit spawn. It does seem like overall, though, there's fewer lighting glitches kind of like underneath little shadow overhangs and things like that. All right, got more ice plains. Still not sure, other than the frozen river, which is something new, but that I've seen any other kind of like new biomes, but it seems like there's another underground mine shaft. F3A to re-render. I'll keep exploring around here because... Yeah, a couple people have said there's multiple things, I think, new in the, like, icy cold areas of the world. But I don't know what else to expect or to look for. It's worth noting that the cold taiga can be very hilly, even though it's not like a cold taiga hills or cold taiga mountains. Got some kind of mountainy thing over there. It might just be extreme hills, but I'll probably go over there because I'm interested in kind of the biome boundaries in these cold regions. Alright, it is just extreme hills that's over here, right on the boundary of this cold taiga. And we need to find somewhere to sleep again soon. Interesting, on the boundary of the cold taiga over here, we have some more horses and plains. Hello, little horsies. Tiny, tiny horsies. There's lots of horses over here. Wow, all different colors and spots. And alright, I like the way that their tails wag in the distance. Hee. Oh, there is a cold taiga hills. Interesting. Previously, I was in a very kind of mountainous area of the cold taiga, but it was just cold taiga and not cold taiga hills. And so, potentially, I mean, we've seen cold taiga is the name of a biome that we haven't seen in 1.6. Cold taiga hills is a variation on that. We saw frozen river. Is it possible that those are the only things? None of them are too exciting. I'll keep looking. I'm in the ice plains over here, and it starts climbing a mountain. And it's still ice plains, but you'll notice that the LC to the left of it changes from 79 to 111. We saw something similar to that in some other biome. I don't remember exactly what it was. And I'm not sure what the LC actually means. Is there a ravine over here, or... Oh, it's a chunk error. But there is a ravine. Oh, interesting. There could be cheaty snow around here. Hello, bat. So let's be careful. Neat. Alright, I've been spending some time in a boat trying to kind of circumnavigate the whole icy continent. This is just a cool looking land formation with the trees both below and above. Got a cool looking overhang over here. Ooh, and the overhang has spawned an armored zombie, as well as a creeper. Oh, wow! He was just sprinting for a minute. Or maybe that's just a glitch. We've seen mob glitches where zombies start sprinting before. Oh boy, yeah, I just saw all the mobs sprinting. Once again, I don't know if it's just like performance and lag issues. Like, I've been having all kinds of issues ever since the 1.7.4 update. Admittedly, again, I have been exploring a lot of new chunks, and I know the terrain generator takes up a bit of kind of extra processing power, but I've got a reasonably meaty computer. So I'm kind of disappointed overall in the Minecraft performance that I've encountered. Alright. But in any case, this is still Cold Taiga, so Cold Taiga Hills, Cold Beach, Ice Plains, Ice Mountains, Frozen River, and I think that's it in terms of the cold biomes that I found on this continent. Am I missing anything else? I was kind of underwhelmed by them. Alright, well, I haven't found anything else biome-wise in this cold area. I feel like I might be missing something. Maybe there just isn't certain biome that's new on this continent, or maybe this really is everything there was to the cold biomes. I think this might be a short episode, but I'm going to go ahead and call it here just so I can get some feedback from you guys to see if there's other places I should try to explore around here. And so, in any case, we did manage to unexpectedly find a mushroom biome on our way back from the mesa, and then locate a whole lot of other, at least named biomes in this cold area, even if they mostly corresponded to biomes that seem to have already existed in 1.6. So, as always, I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Minecraft exploration and tactics. Bye-bye.